APU pneumatic air powers the left pack during taxi and takeoff. To set the switches for taxi out and takeoff, follow the order displayed on the pneumatic panel for positioning the switch. The following sequence positions the switches to the correct setting for takeoff operation. It also avoids a dual bleed situation or depressurization when the switches are repositioned after takeoff. Start with the right pack switch and end with the engine 2 bleed switch. The right pack switch should be positioned to auto. Now touch the right pack switch to position it to auto. With the pack set to auto, this prevents depressurization when repositioning the switches after takeoff. The isolation valve switch should be positioned to close. Now touch the isolation valve switch to position it to close. With the ducts isolated, the switches may be repositioned after takeoff without causing the dual bleed light to come on. The left pack switch should be positioned to auto. Now touch the left pack switch to position it to auto. The engine 1 bleed switch should be positioned to off. Now touch the engine 1 bleed switch to position it to off. With the engine 1 bleed switch positioned to off, the dual bleed situation is corrected and the dual bleed light goes off. The engine 2 bleed switch should be positioned to off. Now touch the engine 2 bleed switch to position it to off. Switches are now correctly positioned for taxi out and takeoff, with the APU providing air to the left pack. If maximum air conditioning is required, the engine 2 bleed air valve may be opened to supply the right pack during taxi out. Exercise caution. If engine 2 has been used for extra air conditioning, remember to reposition the engine 2 bleed switch to off prior to takeoff.